There's nothing much actually in the last class what I've taught now. Last class I have tried to derive some more formula, ask them to derive some more formulas. Sin C plus sin D, that formula, by using A plus B is equal to this. Assuming A plus B is equal to C, A minus B is equal to D. Then just expand like the normal formula and then replace A and B with C and D later.
Okay, sir.
Okay, it's simple one. Similarly, I have derived few more formula like sin C minus sin D, cos C plus cos D, cos C minus cos D, assuming the same thing. A plus B is equal to C, A minus B is equal to D, like that.
Yes, sir.
So in the same way, you will be getting these formulas. These formulas are actually very handy in solving the problems. You will use them often, very often.
Okay, sir.
Now, after this, what I did, after this, I gave these things that I have provided in a box like a formula to derive sin theta into this. And for that, I told them to find out sin of A plus B into sin of A minus B. If you do it, if you just expand it using the sin of A plus B into sin of A minus B formula, sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, and sin of A minus B is sin A cos B minus cos A sin B, that formula, and just try to multiply them and just try to get the result only in terms of sine. You should be getting sin square A minus sin square B.
We'll try it, sir.
You will be able to try. Just try by yourself. You will be able to look at the recordings in the evening. But what I recommend, just see what I have in the class, what I have asked them to derive, and then try to do them by yourself. And then look at the solution in the recording.
Okay, sir.
Similarly, what I asked them to solve this one. I asked them as a homework to solve this one, but I do not know whether Radhika and Shyama, they have done this or not. Shyama will be joining soon. Radhika, तुमने किया ये? नहीं किया.
फिजिक्स का बहुत दे दिया.
मैं समझ गया था क्योंकि तुमने आज मुझे इतने डाउट भेजे हैं फिजिक्स में.
हाँ, मैं वही कर रही थी.
मैंने कहा फिजिक्स फिर चालू हो गया इसका फिजिक्स.
हाँ, मैंने सर वो यूनिट्स एंड डायमेंशंस आधा कर लिया. आपने बोला था ना खुद कर लेना.
कर
फ्री
लिए क्या
बैठी
तुम?
थी, मैंने आधा कर लिया है.
अरे मैं तो मजाक कर रहा था कि तुम खुद कर लोगे क्या.
अरे वो लाइक आसान ही है, इतना कुछ है नहीं उसमें. मैंने अभी तक बट फंडामेंटल तक ही करा है.
अच्छा चलो ठीक है.
क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम है ना, स्कूल में वही चल रहा है. मैं स्कूल में, हाँ वही चल रहा है पीडब्ल्यू में. तो उसका टेस्ट होगा तो उसमें मुझे प्रॉब्लम आएगी ना कि आपने नहीं करवाया, तो मुझे तो करना पड़ेगा.
हाँ कर लो. अगर तुम्हें प्रॉब्लम आए, कोई कहीं पे अटकते हो तो मुझे डाउट भेज देना.
हाँ हाँ, वो तो भेजती रहती हूँ मैं.
वो तो तुम भेजते रहो.
ज्यादा ही भेज रही.
नहीं वो मैं अभी मुझे टाइम नहीं मिला एक्चुअली. सुबह से कंटिन्यूस क्लासेस थी. इवनिंग में मैं क्लास खत्म करने के बाद कर दूंगा.
वो जो सर क्वेश्चन है ना, मोस्टली जेई के एमटीजी में दिए हुए हैं. बट वो क्या है, हमारा जो पीडब्ल्यू का कुछ ऐप है ना, उसमें जो लेक्चर्स आते हैं उसके डाउट्स है. वो
होने दो.
उन्होंने बोला है कंपलसरी है वो देखना, तो मैंने देखे थे.
होने दो मैं सॉल्व कर दूंगा.
ठीक है सर.
अच्छा अब ये बताओ.
Actually, I have some doubts regarding the PDF, the questions you told homework, no, sir. I finished almost like 43 questions. Can I have doubts?
You can ask doubts. But
So
before tell me, did you solve this?
Which thing, sir?
Cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B, I told you to solve yesterday.
Oh, so I guess.
Try to do it first.
Okay.
Then you send the doubts. We will try to solve them as problems.
सर जस्ट वन मोर थिंग. तो जो मॉक टेस्ट में जो क्वेश्चंस थे लाइक वो अलग से है कहीं, मुझे उसमें लाइक जो मैंने 3 क्वेश्चन नहीं अटेम्प्ट करे और जो दो दो मेरे जो गलत हुए हैं वो एक बार एक्सप्लेन करना है, तो समझ नहीं आ रहे
मैं
थे।
तुम्हें उसका
जैसे एक
मैं उसका तुम्हें
हाँ
सॉल्यूशन सेंड करूंगा राधिका।
क्योंकि वो एलिफेंट वाला तो ऊपर से गया मेरे, वो समझ ही नहीं आया।
मैं
और
सेंड
एक थ्योरी वाला क्वेश्चन था कि अगर कुछ कांस्टेंट एक्सेलरेशन होती तो क्या चेंज नहीं होता, या तो उसमें नन ऑफ दीज था या टाइम था आंसर।
मैं सॉल्यूशन सेंड करूंगा, एक बार उससे देखना, अगर तभी भी समझ में नहीं आए तो मुझसे पूछ लेना।
ठीक है सर, लाइक सोल्यूशन में आंसर्स एक्सप्लेन होंगे या फिर
सब एक्सप्लेन होगा।
फिर ठीक है। ओके सर।
Haripriya, you are trying this now?
Yes, sir.
Just try to expand them using the normal formula and try to get the answer in terms of only cos. The right one I am telling. Cos of a plus b into cos of a minus b. I want the answer only in terms of cos.
सर लेफ्ट वाले करना है राइट वाले?
पहले राइट वाला करो, तभी तो तुम राइट वाले को यूज करके लेफ्ट वाले को सॉल्व करोगे।
So, cos square A plus cos square B minus 1.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Now using this result, can you try to solve, can you get the value of this left part only in terms of cos?
So for the question, it will be cos cube theta minus 1 by 4 cos theta.
I got -3/4 cos theta.
So the answer you should get is cos 3 theta by 4, they are saying.
Oh, I have to simplify. Okay. So for the question, what's the answer, sir? That you give.
The answer you should get is cos 3 theta by 4.
So I'm getting 3 by 4 cos theta minus 3 cos cube theta.
You are getting 3 by 4 cos theta
Minus 3 cube cos.
I got the reverse of it. Cos cube theta minus 3 by 4 cos theta.
Okay, like this you are getting, na, Haripriya?
No, sir. I got. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This one, na? If you are getting this, it should be easy. 4 cos
So
cube
for me,
theta.
I'm getting the same thing, sir.
You are also getting the same thing. That means this is 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta is actually cos 3 theta.
Okay, sir.
How?
We have we have derived it in before, Haripriya. I think he was there in the class or not. Cos 3a.
Um, oh, yes, sir. I was.
You was there in the class. Cos 3a is equal to
Yes.
4 cos cube minus 3 cos I have told.
Yes.
Don't worry, just try to remember these. So then you'll be getting it. You are getting it now. Now, the same way, can you find out the value of tan of a plus b into tan of a minus b in terms of tan a and tan b only?
Sir, I'm getting tan square A minus tan square B divided by 1 minus tan square A tan square B.
Correct.
I'm getting the same.
You are getting the same. No? A tan square a minus tan square b. Now, using this result, try to get the answer of left part tan theta into tan of 60 minus theta into tan of 60 plus theta.
कैसे निकालना है लेफ्ट वाले का लाइक इसके तो समझ नहीं आया
क्यों
ट्राई करा कॉस वाला
इसमें इसमें इन दोनों को यूज करो. यूज दीज टू. हियर a is 60, b is theta. इस वाले फॉर्मूले को इसमें यूज करो.
Tan square A minus tan square B by 1 minus tan square A.
tan square b.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
and just replace the values.
You have to replace the value and then multiply the result with tan theta and then look what you are getting.
Three minus tan cube A by 1 minus tan 3 tan square A. Sorry.
Sir, 3 tan A. 3 tan A.
Sorry, sir.
It's okay. It's okay. Cham, it's okay. What Haripriya, what you were telling?
Sir, it's 3 tan A minus tan cube A by 1 minus
1 minus 3 tan square theta, na?
Ah.
Chama, you're doing something wrong here.
Sorry, sir. Forgot to tell you that.
3 tan theta, na? So it will be actually tan 3 theta. Because 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta is why 1 minus 3 tan square theta is actually tan 3 theta, right? That's why. This formula also you have derived. Now send me send me the questions that you are not able to solve. Yeah.
Yes.
Send me the questions. We will try to solve. If Haripriya and Radhika, they are not able to solve, I'll give you the hint and solve it. See, Haripriya, actually, in the last class, in the last maths class, I have given them the assignment of solving the questions. You should have seen it. In a group, I have sent it. Those questions you have to solve. Actually,
The practice trigonometry
practice
questions.
questions are those ones. And the questions that Shyama tried to solve them, and he could not solve few questions from that we are taking as a practice, because otherwise I would have given some questions to practice here now.
Yes.
Let's take them.
So can you explain me the determinant one, sir? Like you told you have to solve using determinant. That one question. I guess question number 28.
As a determinant you want? Okay, wait.
In the question number 28, sir.
Okay, let me see question number 28 first. Question number. Question number 28, no? Okay, let me show them. Do you have this question with you, all of you? Okay, let me show it on the screen. For this to know, you need to know how to solve the determinants. Basic.
So you have the questions.
I have the question. See, this one.
Yes, sir.
See, this is the question that he is asking. The question is this. Now, before solving it, you need to know how to solve the determinants actually. But we can solve it by easier methods also. There are some properties of determinants. But
Sir,
here,
what's the determinant?
Determinant. This is a determinant. When we say this one, the two bars are present.
2 into 2 determinant is easy, sir, but for doing 3 into 3 determinant is tough, no, sir.
It's tough, but there are methods also. But how will you solve it? It's up to you. See, now I will tell you how to solve it. If a determinant is given like this, x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, like this. What is the method? x3, y3, z3.
Sir, actually in vectors we use cross product. So for that we'll solve 2 into 2, no, sir.
No,
sorry.
but 3 by 3 is also there.
Yes. We get x1 of y2 z3.
So first we could solve 2 rows and then start. Then we could do the third row, sir.
Haripriya is actually saying correct. Haripriya, what you are saying? X1 into y2 z3 minus
z3
y2, correct. Means what we have to do is, once we are taking this one, we have to remove this row and column and then multiply this with this minus multiply this with this.
You have to close it, sir.
You have to close it. Now, if you are taking again y1, what you have to do is, you have to remove its row and column. Remove its row, remove its column. Now, what will be left? x2, z2, x3 and z3. But here you have to be careful. You have to take minus, because this is positive sign, this is minus sign, this is positive sign. minus y1, but I can explain you up to that level, why this is negative, why that is positive, and there are other properties also. But let's not go there, because otherwise I will be teaching you determinants instead of trigonometry. x2 into z3 minus x3 into z2 plus z1. Again, you have to remove its row and column like this. Row removed, column removed. x2 into y3 minus x3 into y2. राधिका, तुम्हें समझ में आया ये चीज?
यार यस सर, आपने पहले करवाया था।
हाँ, मैंने स्ट्रेट लाइन में
बट
करवाया था ना।
बट आपने इसमें वैल्यूज पुट करवा के निकलवाया था, जैसे x1 y1 लास्ट रो में तीनों 1 थे।
हाँ,
तो मेरी वैल्यू अलग आ रही है।
हाँ, now tell me, Shyama, can you solve, if you are using this, are you able to solve this?
Yes, so basically simple multiplication and then subtraction, and yeah.
Can you just solve it? There are easier methods also to solve this, but now I won't tell you.
Okay.
But because for that you need to know the properties of determinants somewhat.
Okay. So can you solve the third year question also?
31?
30, sir.
30? Acha. So question number 30 is this. Acha, Haripriya, you have understood na, Haripriya, Radhika, how to solve this? Just using this determinant, you have to simplify it and then get the value of theta.
So can
Sir, but you'll have to multiply really long.
So can you teach a simpler method? So it'll take a lot of time, sir.
Yes, sir.
कैलकुलेशन में
And you have,
बहुत
sir, 1 plus 4 sin 4 theta, you have to
multiply.
yes, sir.
It's very lengthy, na?
So first we need to like simplify for theta, and then we have to multiply and
No, let me tell you the easier method. See, what we have to do now? There are properties of determinants. What are the properties? These properties you will be learning in your class 12. The property is, whenever this is a row and column operation, this is one row operation, this is one row, first row, this is supposed to be the second row, and this is supposed to be the third row. Now, if we do the column row operations, nothing changes. Like if I did R3 is formed by R3 minus R1, determinant value won't change. Like what I am doing is, you can do anything. Means you can take all the elements of row 1 and subtract it with the third row. Nothing will change. Like that you can do for any rows. What I am trying to tell you is, see, this is our determinant. Now, if I did some operation, this is determinant 1 plus sine square theta. I am changing things with, or let me do it with the first row, so it will be easier for you. R1 will be formed by doing R1 minus R2. So what I am doing is 1 plus sine square theta minus sine square theta, cos square theta minus of 1 plus cos square theta. 4 sine theta minus 4 sine theta will be 0. What I am telling is, this is the property of a determinant. R1 row is now formed by subtracting R1 with R2. If we do this, the value of the determinant is not going to change. That is the property of a determinant. So now, for your easy, if you want to do this, this will be cancelled, this will be cancelled, this will be cancelled. Now let's leave it as it is, the second and third row. So it will become 1 minus 1 and 0. Sine square theta 1 plus cos square theta 4 sine 4 theta. Do you think it has become somewhat easier now? Do you want to make it more easy?
हम
डिटरमिनेंट पढ़ा दो।
इसका अब निकालेंगे।
हाँ अभी देखो, नहीं मैं और इजियर करता हूँ। Now you can do, because you can do any kind, you can subtract any row with any other row. I will not stop here. What I will do is I am going to do R2 will be formed by R2 minus R3. I'm going to change, I'm going to do another thing now with R2. The R2 will be formed by R2 minus R3. So this determinant will become 1 minus 1 0 0 1 minus 1. Now do you think it has become more easier? Now you can solve it easily, like?
Yes.
Now try to solve it and get the answer.
First we did R1 minus R2 and then R2 minus R3, right?
So what?
Like we subtracted the rows from.
Subtracting the one row with the other. What? This is a property of determinant. You know by solving the easier methods, by using the easier method, you know. But if at all a complex determinant comes in front of you, what you do? Just subtract any row with the other row. It should become easier. If it's becoming easier, the same thing you can do with the columns also. The value of determinant does not change. मेरी वॉइस कुछ गड़बड़ हो रही है जूम में,
बीच में रुक गई थी।
जूम में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है। अभी आवाज सही आ रही है राधिका?
यस सर।
अच्छा अब बताओ, अब अच्छी आ रही है, पहले अच्छी आ रही थी? सेम है। थोड़ा इशू हो रहा है नेट में लगता है। Let me take the second question that you're telling.
Sir, how do you solve a determinant? I didn't know.
Acha, after this, you want me to solve completely? This thing you understood, Haripriya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now it's easy now. Now you can solve it. Now see, 1 into 1 plus 4 sine 4 theta plus cos square theta plus, now it will be minus of minus 1 into 0 into 1 plus 4 sine 4 theta minus of minus sine square theta. Now it will become 1 plus 4 sine 4 theta plus cos square theta plus
0.
Sine square theta is equal to 0. Now see, this is 4 sine 4 theta plus cos square theta plus sine square theta is 1.
Plus 2.
Plus 2 is equal to 0. So sine 4 theta will become is equal to minus half.
Minus half.
Now you can solve it. Now you will be able to get the answer.
4 theta would be equal to 120 degrees.
These two values you should be getting. 7 pi by 24, 11 pi by 24. 4 theta will be equal to sine of either 7 pi by 6 or it can be sine of 11 pi by 6. Both the values you'll get minus half, no? because they have given in the question it lies between 0 and pi by 2. So that means 4 theta is 7 pi by 6 or 11 pi by 6. So theta will be equal to 7 pi by 24 or 11 pi by 24.
Thank you.
Okay, got it now?
Yes, sir.
So do we have to convert this radian into degrees?
नहीं, हाँ, रेडियन में को डिग्री में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. You have to convert it. Actually, what I have done is I have used the quadrant rule, because sine of pi plus pi by 6, if you know, this is in the third quadrant and pi does not change value. So in the third quadrant, sine is negative. It will be minus sine pi by 6. So it will be minus half. That's why I have written 7 pi by 6. And again, now in the fourth quadrant, 2 pi minus pi by 6. In the fourth quadrant also, the sign is negative. It's 4 into pi by 2 minus pi by 6. Sign is in the fourth quadrant, this is 11 pi by 6. That in the fourth quadrant again, sign is negative. So it will be minus sine pi by 6, which will be minus half. That's why I've written these two values. Okay, Shyama?
Yes, sir. So can you solve the 30th question?
30th question. Let me see. So let me just put it in front of you first. This question was actually, see, this, if you see this question, this was actually asked in IIT, MNR, Kurukshetra, and DC.
Yes.
Because it was asked in IITs during, they in whenever question is asked in JEE Advance or in IITs, they how they frame the questions actually. They actually mix the concepts. Means they have used both the trigonometry as well as determinant, and that too in the determinant using the simpler methods you won't be able to solve. You will have to use the property, and these properties you actually learn when you come to your class 12. So they have actually mixed the concept of class 12 and class 11. That's how they frame the questions. This question, no? Acha, how did you try to solve it, Shama?
Sir, I took 1 by 32 on this side, sir.
Left side, correct? That's the right way of solving.
So?
Correct, that's the right way of solving then.
Then we have to take the LCM, multiply and do. But sir, I have one small. It's 96x into sine alpha plus 5 or sine alpha, sir?
96x into sine alpha.
Okay, sir.
Do you want, let me solve. Let me give a hint for you. I think then you will be able to solve it. If you simplify it, it's again this question was asked in, I think, Rodki. Rodki was not a part of IIT at that time. So the question level, you can expect it to be of IIT level. The question is 4x square plus 1 by 64x square minus 96x sine alpha plus 5 minus 1 by 32 you will do is equal to, will be less than 0. That means 32 into 4 x square plus 1 minus 64x square minus 96x sin alpha plus 5 whole divided by 32 into b less than 0. Now what you will be doing is you just try to simplify it. It will be 32 into 4, 128x square plus 32 minus 64x square plus 96 sin alpha minus 5. Again, this will be one thing, and there will be another inequality 64x square minus 96x sin alpha plus 5. This has to be less than 0. If you try to solve this, 128 minus 64, this is 64 only. This is 64x square plus 96x sin alpha plus 32 minus 5, 27. Now there is another one, 64x square minus 96x sin alpha plus 5 will be less than 0.
So, where did how did you convert the denominator?
Denominator I did multiplied. I multiplied numerator and denominator. See why I have written like this? Because if I multiply numerator with this part, this 32 is actually positive. I have made the denominator positive actually. Whatever may be the value of this 64x square minus 96x sin alpha plus 5, but the square of this will always be positive, no? Now you can safely, because these two are positive, now you can safely remove them, because the value and the sign will only depend on these two factors. Inequality will only depend on these two factors. That's why I just removed the denominator.
Okay.
Now see. Now what you will do, if we see about this, its roots, let's look at the roots of this. 64x square minus 96x sin alpha plus 5. Roots will be 96 sin alpha over b square. 4 into 64 into 5.
You missed an x, sir. 96x, sir.
No. X is a part of equation of x square, no? See, what I will be using here, since this is less than 0, what condition I should have, that this 96 sin alpha whole square minus 4 into 64 into 5, this has to be greater than or equal to 0 for the roots of this to be real. Okay. Similarly, if I use this equation, I will use its discriminant, the condition, it should have some real roots, na? 96 sine alpha minus 4 into 27 into 64. This should be greater than or equal to 0 if it has real roots. Otherwise, there is no point of it having the imaginary roots. Understood?
Yes.
If I have used this one, it is 96 square sine square alpha minus 4 into 64 into 27. I can do 96 into 96. What I can take common, I can write this like this. I think I can take 16 6 the 96. So I'll take 16 common.
Why can't you check the domain condition of sine?
You have to find out the roots first, na?
Okay.
It has to be real. I will go further, but let me see if I'm getting answer from this. Because solving it, it's going to be lengthy. Can I take again 16 common, na? I can take again 16 common. 16 into 16, it will become 36 square sine square alpha minus 27. So that means 36 sine square alpha minus 27 has to be greater than or equal to 0. That means sine square alpha has to be greater than or equal to 27 by 36.
Sir, you'll get plus or minus root 3 by 2 if you simplify that.
Plus or minus root 3 by 2.
Root
Correct.
3 by 2.
Sine square alpha minus 3 by 4 is greater than or equal to 0. That means we are having sine alpha minus root 3 by 2 and sine alpha plus root 3 by 2. Correct. Is greater than or equal to 0.
Sine will be either 60 or 120. Alpha.
You're getting any answer from this?
Sir, we got to know alpha. Have to just say where it lies in.
What answer you are getting? 60.
60 plus or minus root 3 by 2, no, sir. So it could be 60 degrees or
120 degrees. That means we have got the answer. We need not have to solve the second inequality like this.
Let me check the answer, sir. Sir, it's multi-correct, sir. So you get both B and D, sir.
And that this part we'll get by using the by solving the second part, I think.
Okay, sir.
Sir, it will even JEE paper has both multi-correct answers.
Yes.
So you have to tick both of them.
You have to take both of them. The second thing we are going to get is by using this one, I think. Let me try to solve this one. 64x square minus 96x times alpha plus 5. Because we had this condition. In the similar way, if we try to solve this, 96 sine alpha whole square minus 4 into 64 into 5. This is 6 into 16. 6 into 16. 4 into 16 into 5. You can take 16 square common from this and this. So it will be 16 square, 36 sine square alpha. But here we are not getting. Minus 5 sine square alpha. The sine alpha value, the roots you are getting sine alpha is equal to root 5 by. Here we are getting wrong.
So you get sine alpha is equal to root 5 by 6. Plus or minus root 5 by 6.
Plus or minus root 5 by 6. But what they have given, 4 pi by 3. This is what?
4 pi by 3 is nothing but 240 degrees.
The value of 240 degrees.
And 300.
No, we are not getting 270 minus 30.
Minus 30.
That means the third quadrant minus sine 30. That means we should get minus half.
Minus cos 30 degree.
Minus cos 30. Okay, sorry. Minus cos 30.
So you again get minus, you get root 3 by 2, sir.
Minus root 3 by 2. Okay.
No, only root 3. Oh. Minus root 3 by 2.
That means we are getting the answer using this only. Root 3 by 2, na?
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Okay, sir. Understood, sir.
Actually, they should have taken more. They could have given more answer, like alpha can be sine inverse root 5 by 6, like that. They did not give. Don't worry. You understood now how to solve?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is simple inequality, but this inequality, for this inequality to exist, its determinant has to be greater than or equal to 0, because its determinant, the determinant should solve this. But means this, you should have the real roots for this.
Okay, sir.
Any more doubts?
I'll ask next slide.
Okay. Now let me give you some question. I think now you will be able to solve this very easily. Let me give you one question. One question that they have given is, find out the value of cot 45 plus theta into cot of 45 minus theta. Can you solve this now? Options are given. Option is A is minus.
कॉट का तो नहीं निकाला हमने फॉर्मूला।
फॉर्मूला तो निकाला है ना अपन ने शॉर्टकट में।
tan का निकाला है।
tan का निकाला है तो cot को लिख सकते हो ना 1/tan 45 प्लस थीटा।
हाँ उसको उल्टा कर दो।
फिर
तो tan में डाल देती, जो भी आंसर आएगा उसको इन्वर्स कर।
और क्या।
कौन होगा इसका आंसर?
आंसर
एक सेकंड।
Sir, is it 1?
It's a one, sir.
there is one. But अच्छा, let me give you one different question. हाँ, question is, if cos theta is equal to 1/2 into a plus 1 by a, then cos 3 theta is what? They have given 4 options: 1/8 into a cube plus 1 by a cube. B is 3/2 into a plus 1 by a. C is 1/2 into a cube plus 1 by a cube. D is 1/3 into a cube plus 1 by a cube.
तो थीटा का फॉर्मूला लिखवाया था,
हम्म,
लाइक डिराइव करा था आपने?
हाँ मैंने सब डिराइव किया है।
Sir, what is cos 3 theta is equal to?
4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. See? Cos 3 theta where? हाँ, cos 3 is equal to 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. That's why it is cos 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta cos 3 theta.
So 1/2 of a cube plus 1 by a cube.
वन बाई टू कॉमन हो जाएगा उसमें।
Achha, can you solve this question?
Yes,
One more
sir.
question. In the next class, I'll be telling you about the how to find out the maximum and minimum value of a cos x plus b sin x, like that. Those things. But just try to solve this question. Take it as a homework if you want. Tan 20 degree, tan 40 degree, tan 60 degree into tan 80 degree. You need to find out this value. Options are 1, 2, 3, and days √3/2. It was asked in IIT 1974, so it's not supposed to be that difficult. Some problem with Zoom today.
Okay, sir.
Oh, there is no. In my area, na, there is too much rain outside. Very heavy rain. राधिका तुम्हारे यहाँ भी हो रहा है क्या?
बारिश हो रही है।
बारिश हो रही होगी बहुत।
आवाज आ गई।
आंधी आ रही है ना?
आंधी है, आंधी आ रही है।
That's why this network is going on and off.
मेरा भी जाएगा फिर 2 मिनट और दो।
केमिस्ट्री क्लास नहीं करोगे क्या इसके बाद? अभी केमिस्ट्री है आज।
इससे बड़ा
देख तो भैया बता देना। तो मैं बता दूंगा तुम्हें। पढ़ा आज वो पढ़ना है ना, पढ़ लो। डिले हो जाएगा, नहीं तो डिले हो जाएगा, पढ़ लो। आज केमिस्ट्री है।
एसी की लाइट
हैं?
एसी की वजह से रेड लाइट आती है, उससे वो चली गई।
कैन यू
ये लेंथी सा हो रहा है थोड़ा।
ये लेंथी हो रहा है ना?
तो सर हाँ,
टेक इट एज होमवर्क, ट्राई टू सॉल्व, टेक योर टाइम, ट्राई टू सॉल्व इट एट होम.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Haripriya, okay na?
Yes, sir.
You do one more thing. After the class, just try to look at in the evening or in the night when you start study. You just look at the recordings of the mathematics, trigonometry last class. You will be able to see what I have done.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Similarly, do for physics also.
Yes, sir. I was halfway there when I started the class.
Okay, circular motion.